everybody, it's Crypto Let's Go here, and I wanted to share this video with you because Bitcoin and Sundays slash Mondays, if you're in Europe, don't have the best relationship. As you can see, we're pulling back on a Sunday here, which reminded me about this pattern that I've been seeing over the last few weeks. In fact, for most of 2020 and some of 2019, we often dump on a Sunday. It's just been that way. We go back 1 week. Sunday started off great, rallied all the way up here, and so actually it's 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday that we begin to dump. So if you'd have bought Sunday, you just got ripped the next day, and even though it bounced a little bit later in the week, we all know it wasn't good. It was you got destroyed. So you were buying at the highs here if you'd have bought last Sunday. So let's go back another week. So we're dumping today, we dumped last week, 2 weeks before that we dumped, and it's kind of crazy, look, because here's Saturday actually, and then there, that is Sunday, and bosh, you'd have had to have got in at 8,200 instead of 9,600 if you'd have wanted to make some decent gains in Bitcoin. So again, Sundays, just a bit cautious, especially if you're a leverage trader. And it's basically just because all the institutions are shut. US is shut, the UK is shut, Europe shut. So the only people who could possibly trade are the Asians, and sometimes that's what they do. They take profits before anybody else can can get into the market. So. And that's not a bad thing, it's not a knock against you guys. If you're from Asia, well done. Take some profits, man. That's what it's all about. So here we go, the 3rd of May, and this is Sunday. And again, we just start, dripping down all throughout the day, little bounce, and then, if you'd have bought on Monday, it would have just been a much better time, profit-wise. So again, Sundays, almost the highs of the week. If you look at it, you'd have only done worse by buying in there. So again, good example of maybe waiting till Monday just to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin. And unless of course you're buying an altcoin that's a BTC pair, then you're going to do great. If you're buying Solana or library credits like I've done recently, or even Hex, because they're all sort of priced in ETH or BTC, as they tank, they're obviously going to rocket because they're going to benefit from the depreciation in Bitcoin and ETH. So, but Bitcoin and Ethereum itself, I would not buy on Sundays just at the moment, unless I was shorting it. But there's always going to be one sort of good day. So the 26th of April was a good day. Starts off good, we pump, and even though we pull back, there's more buyers step in afterwards. So you would have done okay there. You'd have done very well. So good to see that it's not the rule, just sort of the majority of the time. So let's go back to the Sunday before that, and here's the 19th, and it's crazy, isn't it? Look, there's midnight right there on that red bar. Saturday was great. Saturday was a good time, green bars, and then Sunday midnight. It's exactly on midnight. It's just Sunday midnight or Monday midnight if you're in the UK. It's just some of the worst times to be buying Bitcoin because we start to dump. So there's the low on Sunday at 3, but then if you'd have waited till Monday, and you'd have just seen that that trend was going to continue. And again, Sunday up here, not the best time. In fact, the highs of the week. So isn't it interesting? Have you noticed this? Because as I said, it's been happening for a lot of the weeks in 2020, and at the end of 2019, I really started to notice it. Fortunately, here we go. Here's the 12th. This is sort of a 50-50. I mean, if you were leverage trading and you bought early on a Sunday, you'd have rallied into it, and then you could see that there was no more buyers here. But then if you're a buy and holder, or if you're a slightly longer term strategist, if you'd have just waited till Monday, because again, there's 11 o'clock and then there's midnight. So the dump has begun on that early morning shift, and then you can see that you'd have had a much better opportunity if you'd have bought down here. So again, waiting till Monday would have served you well. Let's do one more. Good. And so we've gone back like 2 months, and you can, sort of 8 weeks, and you can see that 2 out of the 8 were okay. Because here's the 5th of April, and there's midnight. We just sort of trend sideways for the day. So we did sell off, but you could see that it was immediately bought back. So that's a very good sign. There's a bit of a volume bar down there as well, to show that it's. I hate those things. Let's just move it. There we go. That you saw a bump in volume, so there were buyers ready. So if we get that today, you can expect maybe there's a high probability move of something like this. But I wanted to get that out to you guys, because if we just go back to today, we are, this is a daily chart now. This looks like a double top to me. It's not looking strong. We're not rallying. We rallied well there, but then super strong bar back, and then it just got smaller, and then 2 hard red days, and we sort of, haven't sort of found momentum. So I think this is, unfortunately, a time for Bitcoin to drop, and it tends to do it on on Sundays and Mondays. So yeah, good job I got this video out on time. Oh gosh, wow! As I've been talking, it's just been crashing. So I better post this quick, guys, because I want you to sort of, see that this is something that you can expect to see. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. Hopefully we'll be out of lockdown soon, and I'll catch you again soon in another video. Bye for now.